y'all. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. How are y'all doing? Y'all, it's been a minute. I miss my peoples. Y'all, Don Lemon has been arrested and now released. He just did a press conference about 30 or 40 minutes ago, and y'all, we are going to get into it. OMG, come in the building, smash the like button. Y'all, it is going down. I'm telling you, this stuff is getting crazy. Hey, TY, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, this stuff is getting crazy. Like Don Lemon, he went to a church. Hey, Alfreda, how are you? He went to a church and y'all, he was doing only what he been doing for the last 30 years. He's been a reporter. He worked for CNN. Now he's an independent journalist. And he's actually a journalist. And y'all, he got arrested. He was just reporting what was going on. He wasn't acting no fool. He wasn't acting no donkey when he went into the church. And y'all, they really, really, truly did him injustice, violated his civil rights, I believe. Y'all, he just did a press conference. So y'all, we about to get into it. So y'all, let's turn it around. Let's get into it because Don Lemon just got released from the federal, jail, I guess, whatever, federal jail, from federal custody. So y'all, let's turn it around and let's go ahead and get into it. This is crazy. Hey, KMR, how you doing, KMR? KMR says, have y'all seen the Epstein files? That is crazy. Yes, we're gonna talk about that too, KMR. How are you doing? How is your mama doing? Tell your mama I said hey. But y'all, it is going down. Welcome in, KMR. We ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. I know you working hard over there in them streets over there, over them waters. But y'all, let's turn it around and let's get into it because it's crazy. We're going to go over the Epstein files that just came out. Y'all, this whole thing is about a distraction because the Epstein files was released and it was like millions of files released today. And y'all, we're going to get into I'm telling you, this is crazy. But y'all, let's go ahead and turn around. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get it.
Down in the front, watch out, early in the front and clear it. Let them out.
Thank you, Michael Presley. Welcome.
I need sunglasses. How are you? Wow. Can everybody hear me? You guys set? Everybody ready? So look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night.
Wow.
For something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with...
And let me say this, y'all. I'm going to say this. If y'all don't like what is going on, my opinion, my take, it's okay to, state how you feel. But when you're being disrespectful, we're going to put you out, okay? We're going to send you around the block, with a hot tie. That's all I'm saying. You can have your opinion, but I don't want nobody being disrespectful, not to even each other in the chat, okay? We not playing them type of games over here. If you're going to be disrespectful, my moms will put you out. But you can state your facts, your opinions, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Be respectful. That's all I'm going to say, okay? All right, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue, family.
All of them. And I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Nobody ever said.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was a quick, he just got out of jail, you guys. I was like, oh, I got to hurry up and go live. I mean, I was going to go live because I haven't been live in a while, a couple of days. I've been busy. But y'all, I'm telling you, with that situation, it's been crazy. So it all stemmed, everybody knows, when Renee Good, she got, killed in Minnesota. Then Don Lemon, he went over there to Minnesota, did his normally reporting, and when he did his reporting, he was just following the crowd, doing his getting his content, just like me and my baby. We go somewhere, we've been in, what's it called, No King's Days in numerous states. We got footage. They went into a church. Don Lemon went with them into a church. And they said that he was violating this, violating that. They arrested him. But really and truly, it is just a deterrent because of Epstein files came out. Hey, Anonymous, how are you? Welcome. It is only to deter people from taking their mind off the Epstein files. Y'all smash the like button. They're trying to take everybody's mind off the Epstein files because y'all know them Epstein files. Them Epstein files is reading a whole lot of disgusting stuff, and we are going to get into it. But y'all, I'm telling you, this situation is bad. They arrested him, and for no other reason than that. And this is my opinion, and everybody can have their own opinion, but you're going to be respectful over here. However, also Georgia, she was also there with Don Lemon, and she was arrested too. So y'all, this situation is a lot. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into it.
At a church on January 18th. Based on social media posts from U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, those arrested were Traherne Cruz, a former candidate for mayor of St. Paul and a co-founder of the Black Lives Matter in Minnesota, and Jamil Lundy. Journalist Don Lemon and Georgia Fort were taken into custody on Thursday night and Friday morning, respectively. Officials justified the arrest by citing the FACE Act, a federal statute that prohibits the use of force or intimidation against anyone seeking access to reproductive services, but the act also contains provisions that apply to houses of worship. Georgia Fort recorded this video when federal agents showed up at her home and her kids were present.
You guys, I wanted to alert the public that...
And if you guys don't know, this lady, like I said, her name is Georgia. I think it's Georgia Fort. And she was another reporter, and she was there with Don Lemon, and she got arrested this morning. I'm not sure if she's been arrested. I haven't seen anything come across my desk yet as far as her being released from jail. But Don Lemon was just released like maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. But y'all, let's continue.
Agents are at my door right now. They're saying that they were able to go before a grand jury sometime, I guess, in the last 24 hours, and that they have a warrant for my arrest. I talked to my attorney, and I'm being advised to go with them, I guess, down to Whipple. And my children are here. They're impacted by this. This is all stemming from the fact that
And y'all hear her kids in the back crying? Y'all, this is sad. They are doing their job. It's not like they were trying to go in the church and like be, HE double hockey stick raisers. They were just reporting. I mean, if me and my baby was there, we would have went in there too, just to report. We wouldn't been in there trying to, disturb the church service or anything like that, just to get the content. But y'all, let's continue. This is sad. Smash the like button, y'all. Welcome in the building. Happy Friday, my family.
filmed a protest as a member of the media. We are supposed to have our constitutional right of the freedom to film, to be a member of the press. I don't feel like I have my First Amendment right as a member of the press, because now federal agents are at my door arresting me for filming the church protest a few weeks ago. Again, I don't have a long time here, you guys, but I wanted you to know, for me, agents are at my door right now. My attorney has spoken with them. I did send a relative outside to talk to them. They're showing some type of documentation, apparently, that they got an indictment from a grand jury. I knew that I was on a defendant's list. I did not publish it because it was under seal. And so we've done everything that we can to try and abide by, the advice of our attorneys. But right now, you guys, I wanted you to know I'm gonna have to hop off here.
All right, Anonymous, we'll see you. Love you too.
And surrender to agents as a member of the press. I filmed the church protest a few weeks ago, and now I'm being arrested for that. It's hard to understand how we have a constitution, constitutional rights, when you can just be arrested for being a member of the press. We've seen all these violations. All right, you guys, I gotta go. They're knocking.
Wow. They were knocking at her door. Her kids were in the background crying. I mean, y'all, this is very, very sad, because people are doing their jobs, just reporting what's going on. Like I said, they weren't there. They weren't causing havoc. They weren't trying. He even interviewed the pastor. So I don't understand why they sent this down. But like I said, I believe it is only a distraction, because what really came out was the Trump, the Epstein files. But not only that, y'all remember that Nicki Minaj, hey, Purple Flower, how are you? Remember Nicki Minaj? She was over there just the other day. I did a short on that. Remember, she was over there, said ain't nobody gonna be bullying Trump. Ain't nobody gonna be doing this to Trump. Like, she was over there, like she took Trump under her wings. Like, Trump is not a bully himself. Trump be on some stuff too. Let's be for real. Let's be honest. He be calling people fat, so unprofessional to the highest maximum. I've never seen a president or somebody in a high office calling people names. That's just so unprofessional on so many levels. So y'all, let's see what DL says.
Turning point with Erica Kirk this weekend.
I have the utmost respect
Thank you, Purple
and
Flower.
admiration for our president.
This is what Charlie Kirk said specifically about Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Hey, my baby, Jabil Peterson. My baby says salute, beautiful. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hey, my baby. Hey, Queen Shay, how are you? Welcome. Y'all, this is getting out of control. This is getting way out of control. And I believe, this is my personal opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I believe that this, them arresting Don Lemon and Georgia is only to cover up the Epstein files, because there's some disgusting stuff in the Epstein files, y'all. I mean, some disgusting stuff, and we're going to go over that too. And these people are praising this man with the status of the Epstein files. I mean, y'all, come on now. But y'all, let's continue.
I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't.
Later on, Charlie Kirk specifically addressed what he thought of illegal immigrants.
Deported as soon as they're born here.
Yes, with their parents, absolutely.
You don't think that we should give them, we shouldn't encourage them to become productive members of
No.
society?
No.
Do you believe in the American dream?
Yes, of course, for American citizens, not for every person around the planet.
I agree. I think we all agree.
Yes, it's not our job to open up our borders to every sad story around the planet.
Exactly, the adults, but the children did not choose to cross the border. They did not choose to come here.
Okay.
They have been placed here.
Exactly, so don't punish them by separating the mom and dad. They can all go back to their country of origin. It's very simple.
Nicki Minaj is virtually everything that the man who started that movement was against, but yet she finds herself the keynote speaker at the very movement he founded. I find it ironic that the members of MAGA would turn their back on their principles so swiftly for convenience sake. It seems to be transactional. Nicki Minaj, and it seems to be that MAGA hates everything. They call themselves patriots, they call themselves Christians, but they seem to hate everything except racists, pedophiles, and sellouts.
And guess what Nicki Minaj, and guess what Nicki Minaj's husband is? He's a PDFer. And are they saying something about the El Presidential that maybe is in a similar situation as Nicki Minaj's husband? Yes. They put it out today. Y'all, let's continue. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We have almost 200 people in the building. We just getting started. Y'all better get the likes up. Stop playing with my emotions today, y'all. Happy Friday, family.
Sounds me that transgender people.
Oh, hold on. Auntie said, stop letting them spin you and separate society for their own benefit. A divided society ensures their own elite status. Yes, and Auntie said something about, all of them is up in them files. All of them elites is up, and I do believe that, Auntie. I agree with you 1,000%. They is all up in there, and the difference that separates all these people that from the normal average people is that they have money. And they're not going to be, charged appropriately like a normal everyday person like you and I. And it's not right and it's not fair. But y'all, let's continue.
Draw their ire more than pedophiles. But I guess for Nicki, that would be par for the course. Her brother is a pedophile. Her husband is a registered sex offender.
Yep.
And we know that MAGA doesn't have an aversion to that. That isn't a disqualifier for them. As a matter of fact, most weddings have a bride and a groom.
Y'all, hey, Ghostface, how are you? Welcome in. Y'all listen to what DL is about to say. I was almost about to die and fall out my chair when he said this, y'all. This is hilarious what he about to say. But y'all, welcome in. Happy Friday, y'all. Smash the like button. Let's get these likes up, y'all.
Nicki Minaj's wedding had a bride and a groomer. And nothing is more MAGA than that.
He said a bride and a groomer. Sure did. Nicki Minaj's husband is a PDFer. And, a registered one, a registered PDFer. And the brother's a PDFer too. And they have all this stuff to say, and Don Lemon and Trump, he doesn't like Don Lemon. They were going back and forth. What president have y'all known out of the past years has been reaching down to the not normal people, but people that are like way below them, to the news media, arguing with them, people on YouTube going off on them, Charlemagne the God. Trump was getting into it with Charlemagne the God. Like, what president has the time to be entertaining people of the media, radio station people? Like, come on now, this is crazy. But y'all, is this why? Is this the whole reason why Don Lemon was arrested? Because them files came out and we done found out that he is, him and Nicki Minaj husbands on the same sheet of music per se? I believe so.
And that she was at Mar-a-Lago. We think that she was 17 years old. Let's take a look at this next one right here. Subject, alert. What does Jeffrey Epstein think of going to Mar-a-Lago after Christmas instead of his island? And it is sent on September 28th, 2012. And it is a message that says, Jeffrey Epstein, what do you think of going to Mar-a-Lago? It says, what does Jeffrey Epstein think of going to Mar-a-Lago after Christmas instead of his island? That's notable because Donald Trump and Epstein.
And y'all, shout out to Midas Touch. I love the Midas Touch. The Midas Touch, when we went to one of the protests, the No King's Day, everybody was shouting, Midas Touch, Midas Touch. I said, yes, we love the Midas Touch. Shout out to him. He does some awesome and amazing work, and he is letting us know what is in these files, right? He is letting us know. TY says that ball girl did the same thing. Ex-stripper. Yes, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all. While we got 24 likes, let's get the likes up to at least 150. Smash the like button, y'all.
Claim that they broke off their relationships.
And
2007-ish, but they were obviously still in communication in 2012. And then there was this very devastating document that was produced in an interview with FBI agents. A survivor told the agents that Ghislaine Maxwell presented her to Donald Trump, making clear she was available. Again, this isn't a tip. What I'm about to read for you is what's called an FBI 302, an interview with agents. So it says redacted, because that's the name of the survivor, never dated Donald Trump. Maxwell took, the name is redacted, to a party in New York. And it goes on to say, Maxwell seemed very excited that there would be a lot of great men for redacted to meet. Redacted felt that Maxwell presented her and gave a rundown of blank accolades similar to a CV. Maxwell presented Redacted to Trump, and they had a conversation for approximately 20 minutes. Redacted was invited to Mar-a-Lago, where she was given a tour by Trump with Epstein and Maxwell present. Nothing happened between Redacted and Trump. By the things that Maxwell said, it was made clear that Redacted was available.
And this is why Don Lemon got arrested, because he didn't want Trump did not want everybody to know what was in the Epstein files, and they came out today. I believe it was 3 million. Yes, 3 million right there. Full 3 million Epstein DOJ documents exposed. And this is why Donald Trump was like, hurry up, get over there and arrest Don Lemon. Hurry up, y'all agents, get over there. Y'all federales, get over there and arrest Don Lemon in Georgia. Hey, Bronze, how are you? Go over there and arrest Don Lemon, because today we got the Epstein files coming out, and I don't want everybody to know what's in the Epstein files, because my name's in there 11 times. But y'all smash the like button. Y'all, this is crazy. Hey, Ken, welcome. Y'all, this is crazy.
Said things like, oh, I think he likes you. Aren't you lucky? This is great. There was an article that came out with Redacted and Trump. Redacted thought she was around 22 years old. Redacted was given suggestions on things to wear. Maxwell said things like, oh, he'll like that. He doesn't like that. It was set up very much like how Maxwell introduced Redacted to Epstein. Maxwell introduced Redacted to, and there's more redactions. There was definitely a pretext that this guy was for so-and-so. Redacted and Redacted are friends. They dated much later. Redacted described, again, more redactions, as a good guy. Redacted told so-and-so that someone from the government had reached out to him. Maxwell introduced so-and-so to, there was definitely a pretext that this guy was for. Then it goes on to say, Maxwell introduced another man, and it goes on to describe additional things.
And y'all, just like somebody said, I think Auntie said, that most of these people that are high up, I mean, people we don't even know their names, they got so much money in these files. But y'all, have we seen anybody else arrested with Epstein? Remember when Epstein was arrested? Hey, Love and Myself, welcome. We did not see, remember when Epstein was arrested? And y'all, I didn't even know this. From what I can recall now, correct me if I'm wrong, they let Epstein get out of jail and then I believe come serve like a little bit of time here, a little bit of time there, something crazy like that. How is he allowed to be doing such a thing? He should have been arrested and thrown up under the jail, right? But he was, from what I can recall, they said they arrested him and then let him go and then re-arrest. It was crazy. So I was like, okay, John says I'm wrong. Okay, if I'm wrong, correct me. But this is what I can recall from the situation. They didn't just keep him in. I remember they said that they let him go at some point or another time. And then that's when when he went back in jail and he got like unalive. But y'all, this is from the story at least that I heard. But y'all, let's continue. Let's turn around. Let's continue.
Said Redacted has fear around Maxwell, describes Maxwell as an extremely dangerous person, felt the behavior she had witnessed, that Maxwell is a sociopath and she's sociopathic, and has fear if Maxwell is not convicted. And that was an FBI report. It's called the 302. Then there was this.
Okay, yes. Okay, he was on house arrest. He still was at home. He still was out. He was on, whether he was on house arrest or it doesn't matter. He was still out and then had to go back. And then, all this stuff that he should have never even, once they arrested him with all these things that he did to these poor underage children, he should have never seen the light of day again. The chance to go and be on house arrest? Like, really? Really?
Right here, that was posted by the DOJ. Then the DOJ immediately removed it after the Midas Touch flagged what was in this document. The new Epstein file, this is what we wrote on the Midas Touch. Then the DOJ removed it, then they put it back up. Here's what we wrote. The new Epstein files production features numerous allegations made against Donald Trump and others. Fortunately, we saved the document because when we click back on it, about 30 minutes after we posted on it, you got this. Page not found. We are sorry, the page you're looking for cannot be found on the Department of Justice website. Then there was a massive pressure campaign against the DOJ because we posted it on our...
Oh, wow. So did he just say that it was redacted? Hold on, let me rewrap that back. Hold up. He said that it was deleted. Hold on, y'all. Let's play that back.
Trump and others. Fortunately, we saved the document because when we click back on it, about 30 minutes after we posted on it, you got this.
Hey, Bougie
Page
Barbie.
not found.
Oh my good. Welcome, Bougie Barbie. Y'all, this is crazy. Did y'all hear what he said? He said he went back in there and it said page unfound. Hold on, let me see. It says page not found. Y'all, they is doing some slick stuff. And now deleted. Yeah, it's basically deleted. G family man, yes, deleted. Deleted, gone, whatever. It says page not found. Y'all, these people is trying to take the light in the eyes off of Trump and trying to do other things to try to keep our minds in everything else except for them Epstein files. When these people have done these awful things to children, and then you got people still supporting these people. Like, I just don't understand. Like, if somebody did something to your grandchild or your daughter at the age of 12 or 13, would you still be supporting a man that does these awful things and has done them numerous times and a lot of times and for years? There's no way. Absolutely not. You're straight PDFer. But y'all, let's continue.
We are sorry, the page you're looking for cannot be found on the Department of Justice website.
Wow.
And there was a massive pressure campaign against the DOJ because we posted it on our Substack, MidasPlus.com. Go check out our Substack, by the way. So then once it was on our Substack, the DOJ just posted it anyway because they figured Midas Touch already posted it on their Substack. So what could they do? So this is what was in that document. Again, these are allegations made against Donald Trump. And these are not corroborated. They're just allegations. Let me be very clear. That's all they are. We don't know the extent of what's happened. Obviously, this DOJ can't be trusted with anything, even if they say that they reject the allegations. But there are things like this mentioned. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called calendar girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children and Trump would auction them.
Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Donald Trump, president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Whoa. And it says Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in and Trump would auction them. Holy smokes. Whoa. Y'all, this is crazy. I mean, this is disgusting. And people, they still support him. I mean, everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do, right? It's their prerogative. It's their prerogative. But there's no way I'm supporting no PDFers. I'm sorry. Because if they would have did that to my child, my grandchild, my neighbor's child, somebody, my co-workers or my church members' child, there's no way I would support this man. That is disgusting and horrible. But y'all, let's continue.
And it goes on. You measure their vaginas involved. I mean, it gets absolutely ridiculous. You can go to, if you want to read this document, you can.
Did y'all hear? Hold up. He said that he was measuring their vajayjays? Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up, swole up. Oh my God.
Reject the allegations, but there are things like this mentioned. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago.
Hold up. Do y'all see that right there? Do y'all see that right there? It says he measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger and rated the children on tightness. Oh my God. Can y'all believe? OMG. Oh my God. It says the guests were elder men. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Holy Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Donald Jr. Trump, Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump were there. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. Attorney Alan Doroskowicz was also there with attorney Bob Shapiro. I don't know who Bob Shapiro is. We were taken in rooms. Oh my goodness. We were taken in rooms, forced to, oh my God, forced to give, oh my God, the OS word to, oh my God, Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Forced to allow them to the P word us. I was 13 years old. Oh my God. And Donald J. Trump raped me. Ghislaine Maxwell was also, oh my, hey Seeker, y'all, OMG. Oh my goodness, Lord, please bless these people who've been through this stuff right here, because this is no joke. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh my goodness, y'all. Let's continue. This is crazy.
Calendar girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the...
I still cannot believe that says a 1 and a 3. I was 13 when Donald J. Trump raped me. Whoa. Wow.
children, and Trump would auction them.
Wow.
And it goes on. He measured their vaginas and vulvas. I mean, it gets absolutely grotesque. You can go to, if you want to read this document, you can go to MidasPlus.com. I have the whole document. I'll read you a little more from this, but if you want to read the full thing, go to MidasPlus.com.
So check out Midas Touch, you guys. If you guys haven't went to his channel, that's his channel, Ben Masalis. He's at Midas Touch. It's MEIDA. Oh, there it is, right there, right there. There you go, Midas Touch. Shout out to Midas Touch. Check him out. He got all the I guess the files uploaded, or some of the files uploaded. If y'all want to read more on how disgusting y'all's president, in according to the Epstein files, allegedly, y'all can go and read it at his on his channel. But y'all, this is disgusting, and I cannot believe this is like gross. Oh my God.
Me reading this document can be very triggering. And it says, blank reported that unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump while performing oral sex. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed about biting Trump. The friend said she was also abused by Epstein. And then there's lots of stuff like this in this document. Again, MidasPlus.com. If you want to read it, let me be very clear. These are not corroborated, but these are complaints that were made and are in the files. And
oh my God, these are complaints, y'all, that was in the files. And do y'all see those ages? Did y'all see those ages? Let me back it up some so y'all can see these numbers on here, because I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, oh my goodness. I could not support no man that has...
years ago in New Jersey.
No person that has done this to these age children. Do y'all see that? This is crazy. Could y'all imagine y'all's child, y'all's daughter, y'all's grandchild, the neighbor's child, or somebody coming to you and saying that this is what happened to me? At the 1-3 and the 1-4 age, 13 and 14 years old, y'all, this is disgusting.
The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump while performing oral sex. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed about biting Trump. The friend said she was also abused by Epstein. And then there's lots of stuff like this in this document. Again, MidasPlus.com. If you want to read it, let me be very clear. These are not corroborated, but these are complaints that were made and are in the files. And
wow. Y'all, this is terrible. Smash the like button. Did you guys see what I seen? Y'all can go check it out on Midas Touch. He said MidasTouch.com. I guess he has a website. But y'all can go and read. It's really, really, sad. What is it called? Like, warning. Because this situation, from what is in these Epstein files, even though it's the paperwork, the files, these allegations on the things that were done to these children, y'all, this is sad. This is terrible, terrible, terrible.
remember what Todd Blanche said. He said that they had reviewed 6 million and they viewed these documents as the relevant ones to produce. So this was produced by the DOJ and then they immediately tried to remove it. I think this is notable as well. Trump's new pick for chairman of the Federal Reserve made an appearance in today's Epstein file release. You see right there, Kevin Warsh. Kevin Warsh is now
Yes, Toro said it's crazy people defend him. That's what I'm saying, Toro. This is what I'm saying. There's no way that somebody has done these awful things time and time again, and groups of, grabbing groups of kids doing these things. And I'm sitting here as a woman, even a man, supporting this gross, disgusting behavior. And that only tells me and lets me know that people who support him, they're like into the same thing. So they think that's okay. That's how I'm taking it. If y'all are taking it the same way, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all are okay, it's like birds of a feather flock together. The only way you're supporting somebody so disgusting like this is only because you are a part of the problem. But y'all, let's continue.
Picked to be the new chairman of the Federal Reserve, but he's in this email. Kevin Warsh, Raymond McGuire, Ghislaine Maxwell, Brett Ratner, John Pagozzi. So other familiar names appear right there. Let's take a look as well what this email is all about, where Kevin Warsh's name appears and Brett Ratner. Brett Ratner was the director of the Melania movie, and Ghislaine. This was an email, December 21st, 2010, subject, same.
Bougie Barbie says exactly, Lounge. Yes, Bougie Barbie. There's no way that I'm going to sit here knowing, even if these are allegations, let's just, be fair, right? Across the board. Even if it was allegations, 3 million Epstein documents worth of gross allegations. And you're telling me that, he didn't do 3 million documents with accusations of gross, disgusting things done to children, and you're telling me that this is have you ever been accused? Somebody said, have you ever been accused or something? Do you see that number right there? Whoever said that in the chat, 3 million files worth of gross, disgusting allegations. I could see if it was 1 or 2, but you got 3 million files. That tells me a whole lot. But y'all, let's continue.
I got something I want to show you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on here. It's from MAGA.
Oh, okay.
The most racist, ignorant thing that I've ever seen that MAGA just put out.
Okay.
And this is what.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My baby got something.
This is the racist MAGA right here.
Hold on. Oh, wow.
Was exactly what I planned. This was my intention. I was so brave.
Listen to what it says.
Stop the deportation. I say checks. We don't want you. And I just want to run you down. That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. And I'm the victim. I fucked around and I found out. Got to run and I say just down. I fucked around and you trying. Now the confidence like you're crying. It felt so cold. I fought my fight. Resisting.
Do y'all realize that all of these people are dead? They passed away and that were killed. Do y'all, and this is the stuff that they are putting out. This is not funny to me at all, but this is the stuff that they think is very funny, and it's not. But what is really similar is that you are only doing this Donald Trump to Don Lemon because you're trying to cover up these Epstein files, and you're laughing because all of these people are no longer here with us. This is disgusting. But y'all, let's listen. Oh my God.
Looking back, I was scared and angry. I was trying to protect my friends, but I just made things worse. I floored it toward that ICE officer instead of just driving home to my kids like I should have.
Wow.
Don't use your car as a weapon. Don't escalate. Just go home. That's what I should have done.
I thought I was helping by showing up armed with extra mags, blocking officers, getting physical. But all I did was turn a tense moment deadly. I should have stayed back and protested.
This is crazy, y'all. I don't find this to be funny, but this is the stuff that they do. This is not funny at all. All three of these people have lost their lives, and then you got people who come out and being really nasty and not even caring about these families of these people that got their lives taken. This is not funny at all.
Peacefully like everyone else. No guns, no obstruction, no fighting. You know, when law enforcement is there, keep your distance. Stay calm, and don't bring weapons or your fists. I should have taken my own advice.
I paid fake money. I was high, and when they tried to cuff me, I fought and resisted. Man, those choices stacked up against me fast, man. I could have stayed calm and complied and dealt with my problems later with real help, you know?
Frederick said it's whack. Yes, it is very whack. But this is what I'm showing you. These people are doing crazy stuff, putting out stuff like that. Not even caring about the family members. You know, Renee, I'm not sure about these other ones. I think he had children too. But Renee Good, she had children. I'm not sure if the guy had children. I forget his name, but the other one had the one who was a nurse. I'm not sure if he had children, but they put this disgusting stuff out. This is crazy.
Don't use counterfeit cash, man. Don't resist arrest, and don't let drugs cloud your judgment. You know, cooperate and survive the moment.
Exactly. Crystal said this should be flagged and reported. Yes, this is what I'm showing you guys because let me say this. These people, they do things and then they act like, oh no, you didn't see that. What was Cat Williams saying about Hollywood and about all these elites? Didn't Cat Williams say their main job is to act like nothing ever happened? Did Cat Williams not tell us that? That video with Cat Williams, it went millions, it went ultra super viral. I mean, it was off the Richter scale because Cat Williams will tell you this how these people are. They will tell you just like Renee. I didn't see on the in that video where Renee was trying to go and run over the federal agent, the ICE or whoever he was. No, she was turning right. He was over here. So there's no way that you're going to try to tell me my eyes is playing tricks on me. No, because y'all want our eyes to play tricks on us because it's all about programming. It's all about programming. And this is what they do to try to have us thinking, oh, oh, no, you didn't see that. This is not what you saw. Oh, yes, it is what I saw. I got good eyesight. I can see. And what I saw is what I saw. But I'm telling you, this situation right here is really, really crazy. And let's see. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so y'all, let's get back to it, y'all. That was very disgusting, y'all. This is crazy.
No one does
this is really this is really, really crazy. But this is where Don Lemon, remember Don Lemon, he went into the church, and this is where he they are saying that he was doing whatever they said he was doing. But to me, he was doing his job. He was going in there, getting recording content, something that we do. We went to the Diddy trial. We then went to No King's Day in numerous states. We got content too. That could have been me and my baby getting locked up because we're just going to get footage. These are the things that people are trying to take away and trying to act like Don Lemon did the ultimate craziness, this, that, and the third, because these Epstein Epstein files came out. Y'all see how disgusting those Epstein files are. But y'all, let's continue.
An anchor and a former colleague of mine and friend, Don Lemon, has been taken into custody by federal agents, according to his attorney. It comes after Lemon covered the protests earlier this month, dozens of anti-ICE protesters rushing inside of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, Don has said that he was just there as a journalist, photographing the incident as a journalist, asking questions as a journalist.
And there he is. There Don Lemon is, just asking questions. That's all he's doing. He's not being nasty, disrespectful, or anything.
Quote, this unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. Now, I just want to quickly let you know, Don Lemon spoke with Allison Camerata, another former colleague and friend from CNN, who now works for Scripps News, about the church incident. Let's go to what she told us just moments ago.
So he said that he was covering a protest. This is the St. Paul church. The protesters had reason to believe that the pastor there was an ICE agent. And so Don, the way Don described it to me is that he was doing what we do.
Hold on, Bougie Barbie. Thank you. Thank you, Bougie Barbie.
They were going to be protesting something. He wasn't in on their plans, he says, beforehand, which is one of the things that the DOJ has suggested. And then he said,
do y'all see him doing anything disrespectful? Absolutely not. He's talking to this man and reporting.
He then went inside. And so, obviously our legal experts...
Oh, thanks, T.Y. I got him out.
Whether that's trespassing on private property, but either
Thank
way,
you, War.
That's a misdemeanor. And, the idea that Don Lemon, as a journalist, has now been arrested is just in an entirely different category.
Now, I have some more breaking news. We have just learned that another independent journalist who is very popular here and very well known here in Minneapolis and in Minnesota, Georgia Fort, has also been arrested. We have now seen video of her inside of her home telling us that there are FBI agents outside of her door demanding that she come out. She said that they had a warrant, that they had gone to a grand jury. So this is brand new breaking news. She is describing what is happening, saying that the federal agents say that they had a warrant, that there was a grand jury involved, and that she must come out to be arrested. She said that she spoke to her attorney. Her attorney advised her to go with them, and that is exactly what she did, and that she was taken to the Whipple building. So now there are two journalists who have been arrested by the FBI, by federal agents, after the incident that happened at a church. Joining me now are CNN's Kara Scannell and our chief media analyst, Brian Stelter. So Kara, what are we learning about the situation with Don Lemon?
Well, Sarah, we do know that Don Lemon was arrested last night in Los Angeles in the 11 o'clock hour local time. I'm told that by a source that he was in a hotel lobby on his way to an event related to covering the Grammy Awards, and that is when he was arrested by the agents and taken into custody. It is expected he will appear in court in Los Angeles this morning, and that the charges against him will be unsealed. Now, as we've been discussing, Lemon was part of a larger attempt by the Justice Department to bring charges against a number of people, some from the protesting group, last week, and that the judge had rejected that complaint against some of the individuals, including Don Lemon. He had suggested if DOJ wanted to go forward, they might want to look toward going before a grand jury. So that would follow the process that played out, where the judge did not believe that there was sufficient evidence, but if a grand jury did, then that would be the route that the Justice Department could take. It's possible that they have returned an indictment, though we have not yet seen the document. We have not seen any updates from the court about what this instrument is that Lemon was charged in, and specifically what he was charged with. We do know, though, that some of the protesters who were there, who were not journalists, but the protesters were charged with going into the church and disrupting this religious service, violating laws related to that. So it's possible that that will be the similar charge that Lemon will face. All this will become much more clear, though, once these documents are unsealed, and we do expect that to happen this morning. to then, as this will then continue to play out. I mean, as this new arrest tells us, Lemon was arrested last night in Los Angeles. This other journalist was arrested this morning, if there are other arrests related to this, because not everyone was charged in that initial complaint that the Justice Department was trying to charge. They could be playing out this morning, so it may be an instance where we do see additional arrests, and then we do eventually see this charging document and understand what charges they are specifically facing. As you said, Lemon's lawyer, Abby Lowell, says that he will fight this vigorously, and that, you know, it is not unprecedented for journalists to be charged, but it is also very unusual for journalists to be.
And y'all, he was not doing anything. I could see if Don Lemon was over there causing a ruckus, if Don Lemon was in there cutting up, acting a donkey, acting like his mama ain't taught him no, home training, acting crazy. He did not go in there acting no fool. He was just, doing his reporting stuff that he's been doing for over 30 years. But y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
Charged because of their First Amendment right to cover events and certain protections that journalists have to participate in capturing news. So there is definitely going to be a big fight here to come on behalf of Don Lemon and most likely this other journalist as they fight back on these charges, which, his lawyer is saying is unprecedented attack on the First Amendment. And as we have seen, the president and his attorney general have gone after people that Trump does see as his perceived enemies. Don Lemon is particularly one of those. Sarah?
Trine says, did you read the indictment? Don Lemon's indictment, Trine? No, I didn't. Was it sounding crazy? Because from what I'm thinking, it's probably stupid and crazy. I'm thinking it's stupid and crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
Yeah. Kara Scannell, thank you for your reporting and getting us caught up to speed. We're expecting to see any time now this morning or perhaps into the afternoon the charges, because this has to go through court and it has to be made public. Brian Stelter, now that you are learning that there are two journalists who have been taken into custody, one of whom we know well, our colleague and friend Don Lemon, the other who is very well known here as an independent journalist, she also saying that she was taken into custody, Georgia Fort. I saw her just the other day. She was covering the Ilhan Omar incident. What does that tell you about what the Trump administration is doing here? I mean, the First Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason.
Join the gym. Do drop January. Save money.
I'm telling you, it's getting crazy and crazy and crazier. Like I said, these Epstein files, y'all, the Epstein files that came out. Them Epstein files that came out, and we seen that what was in them Epstein files. Let's wrap that back because from what we see, them Epstein files, OMG, y'all, them 3 million documents. 3 million. It ain't just 3 documents, not even like 3 little manila folders. Y'all know they bring the manila folders to court like it ain't nobody business. 3 million. 3 million files. 3 million. 3 million. Oh, Bougie Barbie said, okay, hold on, Bougie Barbie. Hold on, y'all. We got some breaking news. Don Lemon. Thank you, Bougie Barbie. Oh, hold up. Don Lemon is on the live. Okay, hold on. Let's get over there to Don Lemon. Let's get over there to Don Lemon. Let me see. Let's see. Don Lemon is live right now, y'all.
And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love.
Bron says it's beyond. Yes, it is. It's beyond crazy. Thank you, Loving Myself. Thank you, all my mods, everybody in the building. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Okay, hold on. Wait. Maybe we got to wrap that back. Okay, hold on. Maybe he went live and he just ended his live, maybe. Let me see if I can get back into it. Hold on. Because y'all know he just got out of jail. Okay, here it is. So let's see what he has to say. Shout out to Don Lemon. It's okay, Bougie Barbie. Thank you for letting me know.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lemon
Hey.
Live at 5, except it's Lemon Live at 5.
Hey, Don Lemon, how you doing?
Time, Pacific time. Thank you so much for joining this evening on a Friday. Sorry.
Loving myself said your baby is live. Oh, snap. My baby Jamil, he's live. I no wonder why we ain't seen him up in the chat. No wonder why we ain't seen my baby is over there live, cutting up probably. Thank you, loving myself.
Hey, I'm 3 hours late for the 5 o'clock show. But you
It's
know,
all
I had
right.
some things that I had to do today. But in all seriousness, I am fine. I am doing well. And I appreciate all of your love and your support. I really do, more than anything. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you guys, like, I ran into Lemonheads today. There was a gentleman who's a Lemonhead in the courtroom this evening with a Don Lemon show hat on, you know, the light blue hat, and he made sure that I saw him and he waved. And so I have a lot of folks to thank, and in no particular order, but the mayor of Los Angeles was there, Karen Bass. I think it was fantastic. By the way, I don't know anything. Like, I have not seen the news. I haven't seen anything. I did not know. I've been getting feedback from everyone about what has happened. I had no idea that all of this turmoil was going on. I just thought, like, you know, it would be, I thought people would report on it, but not to this extent. So thank you guys, and hit the like and hit the thumbs up because it does affect the algorithm, and more people become aware of our conversation and our show. And today,
Don Lemon hold on, y'all. Don Lemon done went to jail, and he done came out. He like, this did not bother me. But I don't know what happened. I didn't hear this. I didn't hear that. But let's go ahead and look back to our regular scheduled program, y'all. Let's continue. Don Lemon came out popping. He ain't even playing. He just got out of jail 30 like an hour ago. He came home, probably took a shower, and said, "We back to business." That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Don Lemon. That's what I'm talking about. Get back to work.
Is a really important one, and it's important for our democracy and to the Constitution of the United States, and what the amendment that I believe is the bedrock of our democracy, and that is the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to peaceably assemble, all of those things. This encapsulates all of that. And I'm glad that, at least to the extent that it has, that people are realizing the critical moment that we're in this country, that our rights are under assault. It may have started with people having.
Bougie Barbie said Don Lemon gangster now. I know, right, Bougie Barbie? He done went in and he handled it like a man. He handled it like a champ. Like, okay, I'm here. But Trump, do you know that these Epstein files are out too? Did they show you? Did they show all these allegations? These 3 million pages of allegations on you, and your name is like in every other word. Did everybody see that? Okay, I'm good to go, because I know I ain't no PDF for y'all. Let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all.
Their due process rights violated on the streets, violently violated on the streets. But now they're trying to silence journalists, and I will not be silenced. And I think journalists should not be silenced. I think this is a very critical time for journalists in this country to stand up to this tyrannical administration. And look, journalists are going to be, I believe they can be the folks that save us. I actually believe that artists will be the people that save us as well. And that's why I'm here in Los Angeles, is to cover the artists who are exercising their freedom of expression rights and creating fantastic music. And so I'll explain to you in a moment what happened, because I was actually covering, I had just been on the red carpet at the Black Music Collective, the Grammy Black Music Collective, and we were talking about the power and the importance of representation in music and black music. I had just seen Ketanji Brown Jackson. I just waved hello to her as she walked.
Yes, Bronze. Bronze said, "Let's go, Don Lemon." Yes, let's go, Don Lemon. Let's go. Let's get it back on the look. He came out. He ain't been out of jail for like an hour. He recorded this. Shout out to Bougie Barbie. He recorded this 16 minutes ago. And then before that, I just went live. That was the first video I played of when Don Lemon just got out of jail. He's like walking out the facility. He just got out and he went home. He took him a shower and he said, back to business. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we got to do. We got to get back to business. We can't let nothing disturb or distract us, right? When we are on our grind. But y'all, shout out to Lemon, Don Lemon, because he came out, pop, lock it, drop it right on out of that jailhouse. But y'all, let's continue. Smash a like button. TY says, mods on alert. Yes, TY got my mods. TY, and also loving myself. My baby, he went on his live, so he is a little absent right now. But y'all hold it down, mods. Hold it down.
She didn't want to do an interview. I saw, Pharrell and all of the wonderful artists who are contributing to what's good in this country, the very best. But so look, I have been, guys, a journalist for 30 years, if not more. I'm a man of a certain age. I always say old people be knowing. And the only job or profession that is protected in the Constitution, I believe, and in the very First Amendment, is a job that I do. It's a job that I have, and so many journalists around the world. So this is a moment for journalists, I believe, around the world. And
hold on. John, whatever your name is, says you are as much of a journalist as he is. First of all, I'm not a journalist. I'm a content creator, and my degree is not in journalism. But Don Lemon, he has a degree in journalism. I don't. I just have a degree in something else. My degree is not journalism, but I do content creation, and he does a good job doing what he is, loves to do: journalism, content, going out and catching stories on the flim flam, boots on ground. So we are, of course, two different people, come to two different, walks of life. But Don Lemon, he's great at what he does. Shout out to Don Lemon.
I'm so grateful to everyone who has voiced their support, who has put out statements, who has reached out to me, who has said, whatever you need financially, whatever support that you need. It has been overwhelming. And I do think right now that people understand that, again, this is a very critical time. And I hope that this continues, and to support not just me. If I can be the catalyst for or the inspiration for people to say, finally, stand up to the powers that be in our government, and also, quite frankly, having come from corporate media for a long time, to stand up to the gatekeepers, the corporations, that say, no, I am not going to bend the knee to this administration. I am not going to put on liars.
Facts. And why should anybody, right? Why should anybody have to be silenced and you got to walk around like this? Oh, I can't say this. No, they say what they want to say, so I'm going to say what I want to say. Freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say. You can say what you want to say. We all may not agree, and that's okay. But it's always a way to say things. We can always agree to disagree. That is not a problem. You like, okras. I don't like okras at all. Now you give me some fried fish and some spaghettis. Oh, it's on and popping. Or some oxtails and yellow rice. It's on and popping. But that okras, me and the okras, we don't get along. I don't eat that. That is yucky and disgusting. But it's not. I'm not gonna say, get that okra out my face. I don't like the okra. Throw the okra down. Throw it against the wall. Slime all against the wall. No, you don't have to do all of that. It's a way of having tact, about having a professional aura about yourself. Like, no matter whatever I do in life, when I get all the way up to the ceiling, I'm not gonna, just because I'm up here, the president, going to be talking loosely and crazy to people, calling people fatso and all kind of names. That is so unprofessional on so many levels. I've never seen a president call somebody out their name, call them names, stupid, dumb, this, that, and the third. This is crazy. This is really crazy. But this is what it has come to during this administration. But y'all, let's continue listening to Dawn.
And insurrection deniers and election deniers. I'm not going to give my platform to those people. I'm not going to put people on television and give them a platform, people who come on just to lie and to offend and to insult people. It's insulting to the American people. This is not folly. It's not funny. This is not a game. If you look at any tyranny or any autocracy, any sort of dictatorship, the first thing they do is they get rid of the media. They try to silence the media. Ask Turkey about
Oh,
that.
Sassy. Oh, my goodness. Sassy says an ICE agent preaching about God, then going out and terrorizing the community. Get real. Sassy, high five to you, Sassy. That's exactly what is going on, because they said that he was an ICE agent and he was in the pulpit preaching. What is going on with these people who call themselves Christians these days? They call themselves Christians, but they are raping kids. They call themselves Christians, but they're out there beating up people in the community. They call themselves Christians, but they're out there arresting 5-year-old children. They call themselves Christians, they're running in daycares. They call themselves Christians and they're unaliving people. Is this the new? Maybe I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo. This must be the new age Christians. If they call themselves Christians, I don't want to be no Christian no more. I don't want to be a Christian no more. If that's the new age Christian, I don't want no parts. I don't want none of that. Because I don't treat people. I don't care what your sex preference is, what your religious preference is, what race you are. Because my family is made up of all different races. Like I said, Thanksgiving, you come to my house and you think that you went on a world tour in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Once you cut yourself, the next person cut themselves, the next person cut themselves. We're all going to bleed the same color blood. I don't think somebody cuts themselves and bleeds green, or this person, an Asian person cuts themselves, they bleed purple. A Hispanic person, they bleed gray. No. So why do I have to treat people crazy and unalive people, arrest, 5-year-olds, run into daycares and do all this stuff? Hey, Tehran. No. If this is what they call a new age Christian, y'all, let me just throw in my Christian card right now. Let me just throw it in the trash. Let me just burn it, right? Because they are treating people like this, and then they go and like run for cover. Oh, let me go ahead and be a demon, and then let me go ask. Oh, I'm a Christian. I'm over here in the Christian area. I'm over here in the Christians. Yeah, I'm with the Christians. I'm a Christian. But then go over there and unalive people, do stuff to cause all kind of terror, like a whole Tasmanian devil, and then run over there for cover. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Yeah, hallelujah. Jesus is all almighty, the almighty God. That's what they do. They not full of me. They not full of me. The wool is not pulled over my eyes. I can see everything. No, absolutely not. But y'all, let's continue.
Erdogan, ask Iran about that. Ask any country that has lost its way, that has been overtaken by a dictator. They get rid of the press first. And so we need to start standing up. And I got to say that from what I've heard, I haven't had a chance to see it. I've heard that my former colleagues at CNN all came out pretty unanimously, pretty strongly to support me. I understand, I believe that CNN released a statement. I've heard that CNN released a statement. Thank you very much. I have no animus for CNN. I have no animus for anyone, but I tell the truth as about what I see.
Facts.
And I think it's time for all journalists to stand up for each other. So I appreciate that. And at CNN,
and they did. A lot of them journalists, they came in and they were like, they even went live on his platform today. They went live on his platform and was standing in and supporting him. So I was like, man, these people is not playing. The family, a family that stays together, prays together. Have y'all ever heard that? Like people who are really genuine about like their mission, their calling. Don Lemon, he is a journalist. That's what he loves to do. That's where his heart lies. That's what he loves. So of course he's going to, in the midst of his storms, he had people coming in and went live on his platform. And I'm like, how is Don Lemon live right now? Hold on, did Don got out of jail already? That was like as soon as they announced it. I'm like, they're announcing he's in jail. So is he already out? But y'all, They're only doing it because it's a distraction. We're back on the Midas Touch. Shout out to the Midas Touch. Check his channel out. Subscribe to him because he got some juice and the TEA every single
And
day.
Elaine. This was an email, December 21st, 2010, subject St. Bart's. Here is the list I just sent Harvey. I'm not sure if that's Harvey Weinstein. How many people are with you tomorrow? Do you know blank? Steve Cohen next door to me, just met him, and Larry Gogo next to the Isle de France. Keep me posted. Please look this over. I think Roman's boat is bigger than Ron Perlman's. Here is a list of everyone I know that's coming down so far. Please advise where and when to screen. This is the St. Bart's Christmas party of 2010 off the Isle de France or the Hotel Taiwana. And then there are all these names listed like Roman Abramovich, Kevin Warsh, and all those names.
And these are names that I don't even know who's on the Epstein. This is the Epstein files. They were released today. Do y'all see a full 3 million Epstein DOJ documents exposed today? This is why I totally believe, and a whole lot of people who eyes is open and they awoke and they see like straight through every situation that their White House is trying to push off on people, on Don Lemon getting arrested, these airplanes falling and crashing and all these other situations. These are the things that they're trying to act like we don't see. We're not supposed to know about these Epstein files, but they were released today. That's why they tried to arrest Don Lemon, to make that a breaking story, because they know the Epstein files were coming out today. So they released 3 million Epstein files today. And it had some 1-3 and age of 1-3 and age of 1-4 in there, talking about y'all's president, whoever voted for him, because I didn't. Whoever voted for him, doing these horrible things to these children who are age of 13 and 14. And people still support. I cannot support anybody who has a whole operation dealing with bad things with these children. This is disgusting.
You see right there. As I mentioned at the outset, Brett Ratner, Ghislaine Maxwell, and others. As I mentioned at the outset, the lawyer for the survivors is saying that the DOJ violated the trust of victims with insufficient redactions on what was already produced. This is a statement from the lawyer of the survivors, Bradley Edwards. Bradley Edwards says the following: the department has been in possession of a comprehensive list of victims of Jeffrey Epstein for months. In that time, they have spoken directly with several terrified women who they promised to protect through a fulsome redaction process.
Wow.
Their complete and utter failure to do so would lead any reasonable person to believe that these violations are no mistake. There are not words to express our disappointment, he added. Essentially, these survivors are saying this was done maliciously by the Trump regime in order to attack and defame and harm and re-traumatize the survivors. So to be clear,
I believe that. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all just believe what Midas Touch just said. I do believe exactly what he just said. This is crazy. But Trump, he's on like a tour of retaliation tour. Excuse me. He's on retaliation tour. Y'all see he got that one comedian, what's his name? The one comedian he tried to put the night lights out on him, Jimmy Kimmel. He was upset about Jimmy Kimmel trying to ram him through the road. And when they lost all that money over there at that Disney, then they said, no, Jimmy Kimmel, you got to come back. Oh, no, but you said, Trump said that I wasn't funny. Oh, remember that? Oh, okay, the dollars that you lost weren't funny either, huh? That's why you calling me back and begging me back? These people are diabolical, y'all. We got a whole lot of ones in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. This is crazy. But y'all, let's continue to listen about these Epstein files.
The Trump regime has withheld 3 million of the 6 million documents. From the 3 million documents, there have been some pretty devastating documents for Donald Trump, for Howard Lutnick, which I'll talk about in a moment, for Elon Musk, which I'll talk about. Also some really bad documents about Bill Gates that I'll share in a moment as well. And others that were in this production. But what was also produced were the names of survivors and victims in a way that re-traumatized them, and that those redactions were not made appropriately right here. Epstein survivor Haley Robson just went on CNN after Todd Blanche held a news.
Facts, Sassy. Sassy said, how do you make a rich man cry? Stop supporting him. Exactly. I bet you if people stop going to his Trump hotels, stop going to, anything, any kind of businesses he has, and stop supporting him, because this stuff is coming out. And when you have 3 million Epstein files, that tells me that you didn't just do this one time or, maybe 2 times. You didn't did this for years. And you got people over there supporting him. I mean, you support who you want, but there's no way if that was my child, even if it was me at the age of 13. I mean, this is traumatizing and devastating. This is sad. And they still support this. There's no way in a woman, a grown woman who loves their children and their family would even support a disgusting people like them. I'm sorry.
Conference, and Haley Robson says, you're not going to gaslight me into thinking that this administration has somehow prioritized survivors, and Haley Robson does not believe that this is the full, and the survivors don't believe that this is the full Epstein files that are being produced. As I mentioned at the outset, it's missing photos, it's missing video, it's missing audio. I think it's missing internal memo.
Oh, AKA, let me see. Wait, I think it's AKA Toy 8355 says, I'm going through streams and you're the first one talking about this topic. Yes, because thank you and welcome to my channel. Welcome to the lounge. And if you guys are new here, like, share, and subscribe. I'm talking about this because this is the facts. These are the facts. They did not want Trump to be, crying and hollering and slinging snot because of these Epstein files that came out. 3 million files came out today. And he tried to arrest Don Lemon and try to send all these crazy, send Don Lemon through the ringer because he didn't want these Epstein files to come out and people to talk about them. So yes, I'm talking about them. I'm absolutely talking about them because these are the things that people are like, and not only with Don Lemon, but look at how they're terrorizing Minnesota, places around the U.S. And they're doing this to distract. It's a distraction because these Epstein files are coming out and we see Trump's name and every other word is Trump this, Trump that, Trump, Trump, Trump. And it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. Midas touch, he showed us the documents. And they don't want this to be, out there like that. But it is. But y'all, let's continue listening to Midas Touch.
Which seem to have been withheld. Other witness reports seem to be withheld. And from what was actually produced, they didn't redact the victims' names appropriately to re-traumatize the victims right here.
It's officially the new year, which means setting wildly unrealistic goals.
Okay, let's skip that commercial. But yeah, it's crazy. But these are the things that are going on. They're called distractions. They're called distractions. People get lost up when it comes to distractions, right? He don't want these people, and people are all ears. People are waiting. They're waiting to go through probably all 30 million. They probably having people over there having Trump Epstein file parties right now, going through all these files together because there's 30 million files that got released today. Yeah, today. So people are going through that and they are really trying to see what's going on. 3 million files. So that's crazy. Okay, Toy. Call you Toy. Okay, Toy. Welcome in. But y'all, let me see if I could skip this. Hold on. Let me see if I can skip this commercial. But y'all, let's get back to it.
Right. Here's Epstein engaging in some really disgusting text messages with a powerful Slavic leader while discussing relations with Russians and other geopolitical endeavors. They're talking about little girls right here. And it's a guy named Miro Lajcik saying, I don't have a girl next to me right now. And then Epstein responds, as you are a diplomat. That says, she'll be back in a minute, or she's across the room, or it's a woman and not a girl, or she just left, or there are two. I'm learning your language. And then Myro goes, no, I really don't have a girl next to me right now. Too many eyes are watching me. I mean, how disgusting is that? Too many eyes are watching. And then Epstein goes, it's okay, I have two. And then Myro says, not fair, to which Epstein responds, but I'm not going to be president. Very funny, very funny. You want me to be president? Here's the email right here where Epstein claimed that Bill Gates caught an STD from Russian.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up, swole up, hold up. Did he just say Bill Gates caught an STD? Bill Gates was out there riding dirty too? Just like Sassy said, they all was a part of this. And they all got money. Oh my God. Oh my God. He got the heebie-jeebies down below. Oh my God. Hold up, y'all. We got to rewind that. They said Bill Gates had the heebie-jeebies. Hold on, he had the heebie-jeebies below the belt line. Hold on, y'all. The heebie-jeebies below the belt line. Oh my goodness. Holy smokums.
President. Very funny, very funny. You want me to be president? Here's the email right here where Epstein claimed that Bill Gates caught an STD from Russian girls, then discussed secretly medicating Melinda to cover it. I mean, this is some horrific stuff right here. Epstein.
Oh my God, y'all! This Bougie Barbie says, this is Diddy level freakiness. Yes. Can y'all imagine your pop running around with the heebie-jeebies down below the belt line, the waistline? Bill Gates had the heebie-jeebies, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. They are disgusting. Oh, let's continue, y'all. We got to get the business. We got to get
email to himself.
Wow.
Like a note to file, like a memo of what he wants to say to
Phyllis.
Bill Gates. This is July 18th, 2013. And then it says,
oh my God.
To add insult to the injury, then subsequently with tears in your eyes, implored me to please delete the email.
I'm listening, Bougie. This is crazy. Oh my
that
God.
I provide you antibiotics that you can surreptitiously give to Melinda, and the description of your penis. You also made it clear to me that I am not to refer to blank. That is another topic that must remain between the two of us. In return for all of these requests, which I would have done without a second thought. Then he goes on to basically.
So he got the heebie-jeebies down below from a Russian girl, and then he was trying to medicate. Is that his wife, Melinda? He was trying to give her some medication to cover up the heebie-jeebies. Hey, Tracy. Oh my God. TY says, very nasty people in this world. I know, right, TY? Y'all, they passing around the heebie-jeebies below the belt line? Oh my, y'all, let's finish listening. Okay, we listening. Let's continue. This is crazy. Okay, Bougie Barbie says, yes, exactly. Oh my God, Bougie Barbie. Oh Lord. Okay, y'all, let's continue because this is getting juicy, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He was in a business relationship with Bill, and he thinks that he's now being treated unfairly by Bill Gates right there. Is basically the email. Just reading you all the things that were. Then you have this email as well from Jeffrey Epstein. It says, reminder, Elon Musk Christmas, New Year's Eve. More about Elon Musk going to the island. Also, there were tons of emails and text messages between Steve Bannon and Epstein here as well, where they were mocking Donald Trump and talking about Donald Trump and lots of emails there. Want to share this with you as well. The new files released also appear to show that Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick discussing visiting the Epstein Island in 2012, when Lutnick previously claimed that he cut off ties around 2005 with Epstein after being revolted by him. Remember that interview we shared with you 5 or 6 months ago where Lutnick gave an interview with the New York Post and he was like, Epstein was Lutnick's neighbor like 20, 30 years ago. And Lutnick was like, yeah, he was gross. I showed up and he showed me a massage table and I never talked to him again. Well, it seems that they were talking quite frequently right here. Here's an email from Howard Lutnick to Jeffrey Epstein's assistant, Leslie Groff. And here's what they're talking.
Spook crazy, y'all. This is crazy. All of everybody is up in them files. Everybody up in the uppity up is in these files, y'all. They passing around the heebie-jeebies, y'all. I cannot believe it. Can y'all imagine y'all's grandpa walking around with the heebie-jeebies? Like he got ants in his pants, moving side to side, like he got to go pee because he's itching and on fire downstairs with the heebie-jeebies. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is crazy. Oh my God.
Okay, lunch on Sunday. See you then. And then Leslie Groff to Howard Lutnick. Hi, Matthew and Candace. Might you be able to give so-and-so a few more details regarding lunch this Sunday? Do you know if it will just be Howard and his wife? Any kids coming along? Will they arrive at Jeffrey Epstein's island via their boat? And around what time is good for them? If you could pass along when you know, that would be great. So-and-so are copied here. This is December 12th, December 21st, 2012. So,
oh my God, he asks, is any kids coming? Y'all, these people, oh my God, y'all, these people are this demonic. Oh my God. Oh, alopecia. Oh my
video
God.
of Howard Lutnick saying, oh, I never talked to Epstein after I visited his house that one time. They were talking about going to the island together, and we have that email right now for you all to see. Also, we'll share this with you right here. This is from David Ratner to Jeffrey Epstein regarding Howard Lutnick. This is November 14th, 2017. Hi, Jeffrey. Many thanks for your incredible donation in honor of Howard Lutnick. Would you like to take and add and offer your own words of congratulations in our commemorative journal?
Wow.
Are you able to join us at the event itself on December 11th?
Wow, not only are they passing these kids around, they passing donations around too? Hi, Jeffrey. Many thanks for your incredible donation in honor of Howard Lutnick. Y'all, this is crazy. These poor, oh my God, y'all, this is unbelievable.
You'd like to take a table inclusive of your generosity? Thank you. And Epstein was giving a $50,000 donation for an event that Howard Lutnick was being honored at. And also, Howard Lutnick invited Jeffrey Epstein to lots of different events, and we have all of the emails of that as well right here. Now, as part of the cover-up right here, Todd Blanche held a press conference earlier today where he told reporters that there are no names in the Epstein files. He says there's no list or names. I just shared with you what was in it already. There are 3 million.
Oh my God. Oh, alopecia. This is crazy. Trump's name is in there 11 times, like every other word, at least in every sentence, his name comes up about once or twice from what I've seen. And all these other people, oh my goodness. They asking, is the kids coming? And some of the files are saying the 13-year-old and 14-year-old, and Trump's name is in that sentence. Oh my goodness, y'all. Whoa.
Documents that are still missing. But here's what Todd Blanche had to say. Play this clip.
We said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them, right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women. If we learn about information and evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But I don't think that the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately.
And here's what Todd Blanche.
Well, from what we see that these grown men is abusing the children. Y'all, come on, let's be for real, let's be honest. From what we see, the kids coming, oh yeah, 13 and 14-year-olds were saying that these men were doing X, Y, and Z. It's a bunch of men doing these nasty things to these women. These children, I mean, not even women. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Responded when he was asked if he was in any way coordinating with the White House the release of documents today. Play this clip.
On Epstein, sir, if I may just ask one on that, please. You mentioned a letter to Congress. How and to whom did you notify the White House about the production that you're announcing today before you came out and spoke to us?
How did I do what?
The White House. What was your interface with the White House? You said,
Y'all, he like Little Woody, huh? I don't recall. Y'all remember when Woody was in court in Georgia? When he was on the, I don't recall. Y'all, this is crazy. Wow.
there's a letter to Congress. Who did you update at the White House about this?
Well,
Oh my God. Hold on, let's skip this commercial. Y'all, this is getting wild. I mean, this is getting wild. We got what? Oh my God. We got grandpas walking around here with the heebie-jeebies, doing the ants in the pants, and you doing the boogie dance. Oh my God. Y'all, they was a whole freak show.
another question, I mean, who did I update?
Yeah, did you provide them an explanation of what today's release would be?
Look, my team has certain communications with the White House. Let me just be clear, they had nothing to do with this review. They had no oversight over this review. They did not tell this department how to do our review, what to look for, what to redact, what to not redact. They absolutely knew that I was doing this press conference today and that we were releasing the materials today. But there's no oversight by the White House into the process that we've undertaken over the past 60 days.
And here's where Lutnick says that the number of responsive documents was only 3 million and not 6 million. Let's play this clip.
He erred on the side of over-collection of materials from various sources to best ensure maximum transparency and compliance, which necessarily means that the number of responsive pages is significantly smaller than the total number of pages initially collected. That's why I mentioned a moment ago, we're releasing more than 3 million pages today and not the 6 million pages that we collected.
And then a reporter asked Lutnick if he can assure the American people that Trump, like every other prominent person whose name came up in the files, did not receive any special treatment. Let's play this clip right here.
Very quickly, can you assure the American public that President Trump, like every other prominent person whose name came up in relation to the Epstein files, that all documents, photos, and anything relevant to him connected to the case are being released?
I mean, yes, I can assure that we complied with the statute, we complied with the act, and there is no...
He's just saying, is Trump in these files? It's a yes or no question. He acting like Woody. I don't recall. Y'all, this is crazy.
That we did not protect President Trump, we didn't protect or not protect anybody. I mean, I think that there's a hunger or a thirst for information that I do not think will be satisfied by the review of these.
Yes, Delphine Divine says, looks all over his face. I know, right? I don't recall. I don't know. I don't recall. It's a yes or no question. It's like, of course they trying to cover Trump's name up in the Epstein files. I don't recall. I mean, it's crazy, right? I know, right? Bougie Barbie facts. Bougie Barbie says they can never just say yes or no. Demon, yes, they on demon time. This is crazy.
Documents, and there's nothing I can do about that. But President Trump, of all the people in Washington, D.C. and around this country that have said for years the same consistent message about Jeffrey Epstein is President Trump.
Look, he's scared to even say anything, y'all. He like Trump is at a freak off right now. He's at the geriatric freak off. I can't tell when he was in the younger freak offs. Right now. Trump is in the geriatric freak offs over there at the White House geriatric what's it called, nursing home. And I can't tell you what he did in his younger freak off days, but I don't recall. He acting like he don't know nothing. Sir, you need to stop playing like you don't know what's going on.
And so there's not been a change of course or anything, and certainly his direction to the American people and his direction to the Department of Justice was to be as transparent, release the files, be as transparent as we can, and that's exactly what we did.
Now I want to remind you about Howard Lutnick's interview with the New York Post reporter Miranda Devine on Epstein, where he said, "This guy's gross." Play this clip.
I mean, that's an incredible story that you could pick up that he was a pervert.
It's gross. The guy's gross. Right, with my wife. He's gross. The guy's gross. This was not, the deep nuance of Howard Lutnick. This guy's gross.
Right. So how...
Facts. They are all gross. They are all disgusting. They are all nasty, and all of them are on demon time. There is no way I'm going to support a man that has done these awful things, even allegations. Even an allegation, 3 million pages, 3 million files worth of allegations, that tells you that they're on demon time right there. There's no way you're going to tell me that somebody stole a candy bar and they stole a candy bar 3 million times, and you think I'm not going to believe that they done stole a candy bar? I mean, come on now. Come on now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Come Bill Gates and all these other people could hang around him and not see what you saw.
Facts, Sassy. Yep. TY. Yep.
They participated.
Right.
That's what his MO was, get a massage. And what happened in that massage room, I assume, was on video. This guy was the greatest black man.
Facts. Patricia says deflection. Yes, this is why they had to arrest Don Lemon. Next thing you know, watch them. Like tonight is probably going to be somebody then shot up this, or somebody shot up that, or a plane then fell out the sky. They are trying to put all these situations out there because they don't want now that they're released, these 3 million files, they don't want people to focus on these files. They want people to be a distraction. Oh, a plane fell out the sky. Oh, I got to turn. Oh, we got to put them Epstein files down. No, we're not putting them Epstein files down. We're not putting them Epstein files down. We need to read these Epstein files, but this is what they want us to do. It's called programming. And then they try to even tell us that Renee was trying to hit this federal agent when Renee was going this way and the federal agent was over here, and we ain't seen him hit that federal agent. They trying to see, like, they trying to call us like, like we special, ed or something. Like, no, your eyes are lying to you. No, the sky's not blue. The sky is not blue. The sky is red. Don't y'all see yet? Don't y'all see the sky is red? These people is crazy. They is going to walk a flock of flame, y'all.
Forever. Blackmail people. That's why we have money. So
what happened to those videos? Why is there now such a dearth of information?
Exactly, Patricia.
Donald Trump's people running the FBI and the DOJ.
I assume way back when they traded those videos in exchange for him getting that 18-month sentence. Allowed him to have visits.
They be trying to tell us, yeah, fish are flying. Don't y'all see that elephant in the sky flying? Y'all see that elephant in the sky? That elephant, he's flying really fast. Oh, y'all see that bird? The bird is in the ocean. That bird is in the ocean flying, and the bird is flying in the ocean. They try to tell you the most craziest things and think that we're supposed to believe it. They think that, we're supposed to believe everything that comes out of their mouth. Now that social media has evolved so much to where you can be an independent journalist if you're a journalist. I don't have a journalist degree. So I consider myself a content creator. My degree is in something else. I have a degree in something else, a couple of degrees in something else. I'm not a journalist, but Don Lemon is an actual journalist. He's been doing journalism for over 30 years. He's an actual journalist. He's doing his job. And then he's thrown in the flame in the fires because these 3 million files came out today. And Donald Trump don't want people to be like absorbed, especially people who like to read. Like, I like to read, but I don't like to read like that deep. Like, well, this is the type of stuff I do like to read. And for those who don't like to read, this stuff is like, oh, I need to read this. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'll probably be up for 5 days, 12 nights. maybe longer than that. Have to break it down. Okay, I got to read 1,000 pages tonight. Look, I got to read 1,000 pages for the next 4 or 5 days of these Epstein files. Then I take maybe 2 days. I got to read the next set. Then it take a couple of days, and I need to do that. But see, what they want you to do is while you're reading, those 1,000 files, they want you to be like, oh, it's a plane crash. Oh, I got to put the Epstein files down. I got to go and see, oh, the plane that crashed. Oh, my God. Oh, there's a school shooting. Oh, my goodness. Oh, an ICE agent, killed another American. That's what they want. But we're not falling for it, right? We're not falling for it. We're smarter than that.
And be out of jail. I mean, he's a serial sex offender. How could he get 18 months to be able to go to his office during the day?
See, I told y'all he got released. Epstein got released. He said he got released and he was able to go to his office. But you don't see Diddy in that situation. Now, we know Diddy's a monster. Now, we're not going to take nothing away from Diddy and how he acted. But we don't got no evidence or no proof on Diddy doing these things to children. Y'all got that who is that, the Halloween costume over there? What's his name? What's his name? The guy that he was doing these horrible things to these men, Abercrombie and Fitch. Remember Abercrombie and Fitch? They let him get out. And he had all kind of crimes against these men. And then they're hollering and crying and slinging snot, talking about, well, he got amnesia. He got dementia. He got early onset of sundowners. And then they let him out. But Diddy, which I'm not saying he's the greatest person. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, why isn't Diddy out? Why they wouldn't even let Diddy get bail? And they're all monsters. Don't get that twisted. They are all monsters, all on demon time. But you let a monster like him out, and you're going to try to use his age, that he's a geriatric man, basically, and that he has Alzheimer's and all these mental memory losses. Oh, he's not going to do this again. And then you had Epstein, who was arrested. They let him go back to his office, let him live his lavish life, and then they had him go back to jail until they unalived him. These people crazy, y'all. These people is waka flocka flame crazy.
It must have been a trade. So my assumption, now I have no knowledge, but my assumption is there was a trade for the videos because there were people on those videos.
And have you talked to Donald Trump about this and shared your theory?
No, I mean, he knows the story.
Right.
But my story, that, I was the one that done with the guy. He knows that story. But
here's
what he said about being invited over to his then neighbor's Epstein house, which he said he never hung out with Epstein ever again. And of course, we now know he's lying based on these emails. Here, let's play this clip right here.
He was your neighbor for 10 years. How well did you know him?
All right, so we are in number 11. And he lives in number 9.
Right.
So we renovate, we buy our house. And our house is pigeons and mice.
Right.
Okay, it was derelict.
Right.
So we rebuild our house. We move in 2005. Okay. Jeffrey Epstein is arrested in like 08, I think, something.
Right.
So
yes, Sassy says it's crazy how only Maxwell is in prison. This is what I'm saying. Sassy, this is what I'm saying. How is all these people attached to these crimes? It was not only Epstein. It wasn't only just Lane. It was a whole lot of people. I mean, they said Pop, he had the heebie-jeebies down below his belt line. Was that Bill Gates? Had the heebie-jeebies at STD? They all are disgusting. They should all be in that jail. All of them. All of them. Could y'all imagine this happening to y'all? I mean, even happening to you as a grown woman, right? Loving Myself says, yes, Patricia, so would I. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, it is so crazy. It is so crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, my God, crazy. Let's continue, y'all. This is crazy.
Knock on the door. His assistant, or like Sarah says, Mr. Epstein, your neighbor would like to invite you over for coffee. So my wife and I go next door. We walk the 7 steps, yes, right to the next house for coffee. We share a wall, right. So it's New York City. So he invites us in. We have coffee in this, and he says, "Do you want a tour?" We said, "Great, interesting." It's a really big house. Every room you went in. He's got. Well, I'll tell you. So his house is like super big, really wide, and so he gives me a tour in the living room, big living room, and then across from it is double doors. I assume it's the dining room. Yeah. And he opens the doors, and there's a massage table in the middle of the room, and candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him, "Massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage?"
Wow, that's
And he
crazy.
says, "Every day." And then he gets weirdly close to me. And he says, "And the right kind of massage." Now my wife is standing here.
Oh my
So
God.
she looks at me and I look at her and we say, "I'm sorry, we have to go."
Wow.
And we left. And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person.
Wow.
So I was never in the room with him.
Oh, wow. So they were catching on. Excuse me. They were catching on to how nasty and disgusting he is. He was reading him his rights really fast. We got to go. Me and my wife, we got to go back home. We only a couple of steps from our door. We got to go home. We got to get out of here because we don't know what you got going on over here. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my, let's continue.
Socially, for business, or even philanthropy. That guy was there. I wasn't going.
Bougie Barbie, I'm going to have to find this full interview and probably do a whole live on it because from this little portion, this sounds like this is crazy.
Because he's gross.
Wow.
And then finally, you have Epstein with a smiling emoji asks former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak to clarify that he does not work for the Mossad in a meeting with a senior Qatari investment official, and then does a smiling emoji. Can you please tell them that I'm not Mossad? Very suspicious indeed. Oh, also, there appears to be a survivor who was very critical, or someone was very, very critical of the DOJ. Not sure if it was a survivor. Someone who's very critical of how the DOJ has been handling things and sent our reporting at the Midas Touch to the DOJ to criticize the DOJ about all of the stuff that they were hiding. There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. That's the full summary of what.
Shout out to Midas Touch, man. I got the Bougie Barbie. I got to find that interview. OMG. After this live, I'm going to have to go and find it. Bougie says, yes, we need this whole thing. I'm going to look for it with you. Yes, and if you find it, please email it to me, Bougie Barbie. You know my email, thelounge8385. Email it to me. Please email it to me. Because this seems like this is the neighbor is walking in and the neighbor is already seeing this. Wait, why is that massage table in the middle of the room? This is crazy. I mean, y'all, this is crazy. He peeped that out. He was like, come on, baby. I got to get out of here. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Things is already feeling a little creepy and crazy. We got to get out of here. We not staying over here. Let's hurry up and go home. And don't you come over here. Don't you answer the door. If they come over here knocking on that door, don't answer it. Because they got some freaky deaky stuff going on over there. Freaky deaky stuff. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of the freaky deaky PDF stuff. I don't want my name brought up in I don't want my name to be looking like Trump's name in them Epstein files, right? I mean, I can't imagine how many probably as much money as he got. His name has been mentioned even probably more than that. But y'all, let's continue. This is crazy. So this is Don Lemon just coming out from being in federal custody, and he's about to do his press conference. I did this early, but y'all, let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say. This is crazy. Oh, Bougie Barbie says, okay, my email. Okay, hold on. My email is the lounge THELOUNGE 8385 @gmail.com. Oh, you think you got it? Okay, or do you know the name of the video? If you know the name of the video, because I don't have my laptop in here to access the my email. But if you give me the name of the video, if you have it right now, you can send it to me, or you can just email it to me, because we'll go over that tomorrow. We'll make that tomorrow's live, because it'll give me time to go over it and look and see it. But yes, I'm gonna definitely go live with that. We could do that definitely tomorrow if you send it to my email, Bougie Barbie. Because this is crazy. I mean, that little portion was already crazy. Hey, Cupcake, how are you? Welcome, Cupcake. Bougie Barbie says, okay, I'm about to send it to you. Okay, thank you, Bougie Barbie. Yes, because I'm gonna watch it, and then we're gonna go live tomorrow. We're gonna go live tomorrow afternoon, early evening with that. Because I'm telling you, that little portion that Midas Touch played, that was explosive to me. When he went in there and he seen what was going on, like, this is some weird sugar honey iced tea going on in here. Come on, wife, we got to go. He said, I told him we got to go home. We got to get out of here.
John, over here. John, over here. Clear the way to the podium. Thank you.
I need sunglasses. How are you? Wow. Can everybody hear me? You guys set? Everybody ready? So look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I had no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night.
Wow.
For something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced.
Wow.
I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
Yes, Lemon, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes. Put the lemons, yes, y'all. Put the lemons in the comment box. Lemon that came out, Lemon that came out. I mean, he was in his little suit. I mean, then he came home. He went home and took a shower and was probably like back to business. And this continues. The saga continues. I'm getting back on live. He done went and did live already and everything. He ain't been out of jail for 2 hours. He done went home, took a shower, got cleaned up, put his Don Lemon shirt on. He said, back to reality. Look, back to business. Let's continue. Come on. He was not playing. He was not. Shout out to Don Lemon. I'm telling you, he went through a lot. I'm telling you, he's like back to business as he should be, because he already knows what time it is, and a lot of us do. A lot of us do. Everybody who is woke and can see, through their eyes that God gave them, for the ones who, not making fun of nobody who's blind, but everybody who could see out their eyes, that God gave them eyesight, and they could see what's going on. They know this ain't nothing but a distraction to them Epstein files. They ain't right. Seth says third eye, yes. They know that this is only, oh, hold on. This is another one of my great YouTubers. Hold on. Brian is on the mic. This just popped up. Hold on. This came across right now. Hold up,
I believe
y'all.
that the charges that Don Lemon is facing right now are actually going to be successful in their prosecution attempt.
Brian, this is not going to work as a prosecution because of a little obstacle known as the First Amendment. Don Lemon was simply doing journalism. It is no crime if I cover the Palisades fire in Los Angeles. Are they going to charge me with arson if I'm at a camera crew outside of a bank? Do I get hit when it's being robbed? Do I get bank robbery charges?
I mean, for you, Norm, specifically, I wouldn't put that past the Trump administration.
Well, they've tried and failed, Brian, and I just don't think that this is anything other than an act of bullying. We've already had a judge.
Oh, that too, because they had a judge that said, we ain't about to arrest Don Lemon. We ain't got no kind of statute, no type of law, like nothing, no kind of proof and evidence that he, did anything wrong. Why? How am I gonna arrest? What can I arrest him on? You know that this is BS, but y'all, let's continue.
And no conservative, an Antonin Scalia clerk, Judge Schlitz, the chief judge of the federal district courts in Minneapolis, he said there's no evidence to charge Don. They tried it once. They tried doing a criminal information. Now they've gone back to a grand jury. But Brian,
And then what I heard of, they had the DEA over there arresting Georgia. From what I heard on the video, they said the DEA went to go arrest her. Why is the DEA arresting her? Now, I'm not sure who arrested Don Lemon, but the DEA went and arrested Georgia. Why is the DEA arresting her? This is crazy.
But they say grand jury will indict a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
This is an extremely non-kosher ham sandwich. This is some rotten, non-kosher ham that they've got here, and I think it's going to be thrown out.
So talk to us a little bit about the mechanics of that, because I know that folks are saying, okay, you have a district court judge, a conservative district court judge, who already said that there's no basis to bring this case, and so how could they go to a grand jury and indict him anyway? Can you talk about a little bit about the mechanics of the criminal investigation versus grand jury?
Yes, and there's two ways that prosecutors can charge a case. One is they can themselves issue a criminal complaint. And that is what they initially tried to do with Don Lemon. That failed. A magistrate judge in Minnesota, a federal judge, said there's no crime here. And then the chief judge affirmed the same thing in a very complicated procedural posture where DOJ was trying to force the judges to accept that criminal complaint despite a lack of probable cause.
And that's what I was trying to say. They had a lack of probable cause to bring these charges. So they went judge shopping to try to find a judge that would sign off on them documents. This is crazy. This is unbelievable, y'all. These people is sick. I think they need a hot toddy. Bougie Barbie, you got the bar open. We need to hand out some hot toddies to these MAGA people.
Minimum basis for the case. Then you have a second way that you can prosecute, and that is known as an indictment. That is where you go to a grand jury. And that's what they've done with Don here. But there were grand juries that put forward the bogus charges against Tish James and Jim Comey, and ultimately a judge scrutinized those.
Oh yeah, James Comey. Remember, Trump was on retaliation tour and tried to get James Comey indicted too. Like Trump is doing the most on the coast, y'all. Okay, I see Bougie Barbie and TY got the teacups in there. Yes, we got to say we'll give them the hot toddy. Yes, indeed. They need some. These MAGA people need the hot toddies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be making some candles too. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. That's why I've been so busy, y'all. I've been so busy trying to get these candle situations done. If you guys have not, check out our website, puresurvivalmerch.com. Puresurvivalmerch.com. We're going to have some candles that are coming. We're going to have the hot toddy candle coming. We're going to have some, does anybody smoke the green stuff? I don't smoke nothing at all. Never have. I mean, one time I did, did a video not too long ago. But if y'all smoke the green stuff, we got a candle for that too. Some people smoke the green stuff. I don't smoke at all, period. But see, I'm not judging nobody. See? I'm not judging nobody that does. If you smoke the green stuff, I'm not mad at you. But I got a candle for you. I'm about to make some candles, a couple of survival, pure survival, garlic during survival, the green stuff, the during survival smell, and it is strong too, y'all. I don't know if y'all like the green stuff, but that candle, it is strong. It's going to be the scent is very, very strong. It's very, very, very strong. A Cupcake says, sounds good to me. The scent is so strong. I know when y'all light that candle up, it's gonna light your whole room up because it is strong. But maybe I just need to pour a little bit, of course. But we're going to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I've been doing that. So we're going to get these candles up and running soon. But it's a lot of stuff I have to do. But yeah, TY, yeah, the trees. And y'all, mocha that stuff. I don't at all. But I got a candle for you. If y'all like that. Smells strong. I may put a little bit of like I'm just gonna make it regular by itself. I may mix up and do some little different combinations. But anyway, yeah, we got candles. Pure survival. We're gonna be the hot toddy is coming too. Bougie Barbie, we got the hot toddy candle. And y'all, I want to tell y'all this too. Whenever I do get everything ready, which is hopefully is going to be probably in the next couple of days, I'm going to do a launch. And the launch is going to be a pack. It's a candle. We got the hair oil for the women, the beard oil for the man. And it's going to be like a little free sample pack. And I'm trying to see, how I can, put it in the store. But I'm only doing like a certain amount. I think it's probably only maybe 24 or 50 maybe candles. And like, a couple of things to go in that like sample pack. But I'm gonna see how much how many stuff, because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of products and stuff. So I'm gonna see how many total packs I got, and it's gonna be free samples I'm gonna give away. It's gonna be a candle of your choice, and it's going to be like I said, a beard oil, hair oil, whatever. I'm gonna put it male, female, whatever, so I can kind of divide it up or whatever, or see how I can do it. But yeah, I'm gonna have those going out. So I'm only gonna have it to where it's free, but you gotta pay shipping, maybe like $7 for shipping or something like that. But it's gonna be a whole like a little like pure survival kit, I guess, a little bit. So Earth says, I love you. Love you too. So yeah, it's going to be a sample. So I'm going to give free samples away just so you guys can sample the candles, sample the hair oil, the beard oil. But the samples for the hair oil and beard oil are going to be like very small. But at least you can smell it, get a feel for what it is. So you guys can come back and visit. And then, if y'all want more candles, more hair oil, beard oil, y'all can. But I want to give samples away. So maybe some more samples. I got to see what I got because I got a lot of stuff. I've been busy doing this. But I'm going to let you guys know when I do launch it and, do the sample launch. I'm going to definitely let y'all know. Damon says, love your hair. Thank you. So I'm going to definitely let you know. But I did want to let you know, yes, I'm going to do a sample launch. It's free. You're just going to probably have to pay for shipping. And it's probably going to be like, I don't know where y'all live, $8, $9, $10 for shipping or whatever, they'll charge for shipping. But I'll let y'all know. I'm going to keep y'all in the loop. But y'all, let's continue.
On different grounds than Don. Don will be First Amendment grounds. Judge scrutinized those. We filed a brief on behalf of former judges saying, throw them out. And that's just what happened there. And that's what's going to happen here too, Brian. First Amendment protects journalistic reporting.
So I want to talk a little bit about why the administration is doing this. Do you think, in your estimation, that they think that they have, even after having judges swat them down in their previous attempts, do you think that there is a legitimate belief that they can prosecute Don Lemon, or is it the broader chilling effect that they're looking to have, the harassment, the fact that they're making this an expensive process for him, just a painful process for him? What do you think? What avenue do you think that they're trying to go down here?
What I believe is going on is Pam Bondi's job is in jeopardy. We know that Donald Trump is.
Hey, my baby said, Jamil Peterson said, surviving MAGA. Yes, we surviving MAGA, baby. We is surviving MAGA. And guess what? I let everybody know, baby, that we doing the survival candles, the garlic during survival. We got the green stuff during survival. We got a couple of other things like during survival. We got the hair oil and the beard oil. So y'all check our website out, www.puresurvivalmerch.com. These candles are coming. I'm going to do a free sample pack of a candle, like a hair oil or beard oil, like this, like small, but enough to where you can smell it. And, I got some other couple of things that I got in the store. So definitely, I'm going to let you guys know when I'm going to do the launch, the free sample launch. Cupcake says, the merch looks dope. AF just took a look. Sugar Honey Iced Tea looks good. Quality too. We'll be purchasing some stuff for sure. Thank you, Cupcake. Thank you. Yes, it's good quality. Everything is great. So, and these are the hair oil and beard oils that we have right here in front of the TV, of course, that you see. So that's like a 2-ounce bottle, the tall one, right? The one on the left is a 2-ounce bottle, the bigger one, and it's the maximum strength hair growth oil. If you have any edges missing, any kind of like cancer patients, anything, your hair is going to start growing like really literally in a couple of days because of what I used. All natural essential oils and all natural carrier oils, coconut oil, almond oil, avocado oil, and a whole bunch of carrier oils, all natural, rosemary. So it's all natural. It's going to get your hair to growing or your beard to growing. Loving Myself says, I emailed you. Okay, Loving Myself. Yes. Okay, thank you. So yeah, it's a lot that I have that's why I've been so busy, you guys. I've been trying to get this together because I said 2026 is going to be a whole new year of, getting our store like literally fully like together. But it's a lot, but it's hard work. Not hard work, but it's a lot of work, right? My baby says, did you watch Don Lemon live stream? Yes, we did. We caught the end of it, baby. Yeah, so we played that. Yeah. I went live with that. Oh, okay. That's why you went live. Okay. I think Loving Myself told me you were live. Yeah, I figured you was gone for a hot little minute. Cupcake says they got everything, even underwear. Laughing, but yes, they got some underwear. One of the customers, one of the Pure Survival, Pure Survivalists, they bought some thongs. The Pure Survival thongs. We got all kind of stuff in the store. Check it out. I went live for like 30 minutes. Oh, okay, baby. I thought you was done. I know you was going. You stepped away. I was like, where my baby at? Look, where my baby at? Okay, cool. Ken says I haven't had any since 2022. Crystal Kit 6. Oh, yeah. So we're doing a lot. So I have a lot going on. So that's why I'm trying to like do all this stuff, trying to get everything together so we can launch. I'm trying to launch like next week. And I think I might go live. So y'all, if y'all are live in the live, when I do the launch, y'all better run over there and pick up y'all's free samples. It's going to be a survival sample pack. That's what we're going to call it, survival sample pack. You can pick between the pure survival candle with the garlic or the green stuff. If y'all smoke that, no, not shaming nobody, because a lot of people do. I just don't. We don't. But yeah, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But when we have that launch, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to aim for having everything done next week. So I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. But y'all, let's continue.
Testy with her. Part of the reason for that has been reported that he doesn't feel there's been enough indictments of his.
Anthony said, "Sell MAGA stuff. You'll do good in sales." Oh, Anthony, you is hilarious. I don't know. I don't sell any, I'm not really into politics, you guys, at all. As you guys know, I don't know nothing about politics. But I think I'll stick to the candles and the beard oil and hair oil. But maybe it is a good suggestion, Anthony. A lot of people like MAGA. I'm not mad at them. It's okay. Look, everything is not for everybody, but it's just maybe get some MAGA stuff from somewhere else. Maybe, but I don't know. You can get some hair oil or beard oil, some survival candles, some garlic during survival, some green stuff during survival. You know what I'm saying? Some chill candles or something. We may help you out with that. Maybe a pure survival shirt or a survival sweater. Maybe a teacup. Some drawers. We got drawers. We got socks. But I don't know about the MAGA stuff. But thanks for the suggestion, though, y'all. Let's continue.
Adversaries. They've tried, but they've gotten thrown out. So I believe Pam Bondi is looking for something, anything to placate the Mad King. That's the inference that I draw. Based on the available facts. We don't have all the facts. We don't know if it was somebody else with a grudge. We know
that would be a recurring
Trump
theme.
doesn't like Don Lemon. We know.
See, and that's what I said. I said that I'm not even gonna play this off. But if you guys do want to go check out Brian Tyler Cohen, a great YouTuber, has a big channel, and he be surviving Trump. So he has a great channel, a lot of information out there. Midas Touch, Brian Cohen, I watch a couple of others that are great. They know their stuff. They know their politics, because I don't know none. I'm like in pre-kindergarten when it comes to politics. I don't know anything about politics at all, and all this other stuff. I don't know. I can't even keep up. But they know a lot, and that's where I get my information from, mostly. But yeah, check them out. But yes, this was nothing but, I believe, a retaliation over there to get these Epstein files kind of pushed up under the rug, per se, pushed them under the rug. We don't want nobody reading on 60 million files. We don't want nobody reading that. So that's what they're doing. They try to have these situations happen, things that are breaking news, so they can distract people reading. They're like, oh, snap, Trump did, oh my God, with the 13th, 4th, oh, Lord Jesus. And then here you go on the TV, oh, the plane that fell out the sky. We got some elephants flying. And then here you're like, oh my God, a plane fell out the sky. Oh my God, the elephants are flying. Oh, we got to put this Epstein file. No, we not putting the Epstein files down. We're going through the Epstein files with a fine-tooth comb. We got to read a couple of chapters a night. We got to read a couple of chapters, then put the Epstein files down, take a break, put some eye drops in your eyes, refresh them eyes, refresh your mind and brain, because it's a whole lot to take in. We don't want no distractions. That's why he arrested Don Lemon and tried to make it like it was of course, breaking news, this, he violated. No, they're trying to find anything to nitpick to get everybody's mind off of them files, right? Sassy says, no wonder that Grindr site constantly crashes when MAGA gets together. Sassy, you was hilarious. Not the Grindr site. want to keep y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Even the MAGAs, we still love you. We're not gonna treat you no different, you know. We're not gonna treat you no different. We not. Long as you're respectful, because you know, we want everybody to have their opinion, and it's okay. You know, we all don't agree, but we all can agree to disagree respectfully. And that's what I like. You know, we laugh, we cut up, we have a good time because we still family. Look, we still family. But you don't have to, you know, be disrespectful, right? You don't have to be disrespectful. We can all agree to disagree, right? Emily, hey Emily. Emily says, love you. Love you too. Yeah, we don't have to be disrespectful. Like I said, I always use that scenario with okra. I don't like okra at all. I think it's disgusting. It's yucky. It's slimy. It's like boogies, like ew. Ever since I was little, my mom used to be like, "Oh, you want to? Oh no, I don't want that stuff. Well, try and fry. You know, it won't be no like slimy boogery." I'm like, ew, no, it look like a snotty nose, like ew. But that's okay. I'm not gonna be, you know. That's when I was younger, of course. But now I'm like, no, I don't like no okra. I'm good. I'm good. You probably even never know that I don't like okra. I'd be like, give me some spaghetti and fried catfish. Or some fried fish. I don't know what kind of fish you got. Fried fish and some spaghettis. I love that. Give me some fried fish and some spaghetti, or my baby's favorite we had last night, oxtails and yellow rice. Give me some oxtails. No, we had peas and rice. White rice with peas and rice. You give me some oxtails and peas. No, I want oxtail and yellow rice. I love me some oxtails with yellow rice. Peas and rice is cool, but I like oxtails with yellow rice. That's like the bomb.com. But you would never know. But I said all that to say we don't have to always agree. I mean, we don't, your spouses, you know, don't always agree with you. People where you work with, people at the church house, they don't always agree with what you may say because everybody has their own opinion. People may agree, say, hey, yes, I love me some okra. Yeah, let's have some okra soup or whatever they say. Okra soup, yeah, let's eat some okra soup. And I'll be like, oh, no, okay, I'm good. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll see y'all later. I got to go. I got some errands to run. And I'll be out of there in a hot New York minute. I'm not eating the okra soup. I'm not eating nothing that has to do with the okras. But you don't have to be nasty, you know, so it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But y'all, thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, coming in, watching. Bougie Barbie says, I feel like that about mushrooms. You can't pay or threaten me enough to eat mushrooms. See, I love mushrooms, Bougie Barbie. I love me some mushrooms. Oh, give me a nice old salad. Oh my goodness, with some fresh cucumbers, some mushrooms, some fresh mushrooms, and some arugula. Yeah, some kale, some spinach. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. That sounds that I love me some mushrooms. Oh my God. Even in my spaghettis, I put mushrooms, black olives, you know. Ooh, yeah, that part. Y'all making me hungry. I'm always talking about food with my greedy tail. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Look, I gotta tell myself, girl, go sit down. Go have a seat. But I'm just playing. But y'all know we like to cut up. We like to have a good time. Emily says, Sassy, you 100% right. What is that? Sassy said, people don't realize the only two sides are rich versus poor. Yes, absolutely. You are right. Yes, absolutely. Bougie Barbie says, oh no, I can't do it. Not do it. I love it. I love me some mushrooms. I love them. I love them. They are so delicious to me. But I'm not going to keep y'all. Like I said, thanks for stopping in. And I'm going to be working hard and diligently to get those Pure Survival sample packs together. I'm going to be working hard, y'all. I'm going to be working so hard, y'all. I'm telling you. And I'm trying to do some more lives. But it's been some work, y'all. It's been some work. You hear me? I mean, I'm trying to, put two thoughts in there, how should I do this? How should I do that? I got to do this. Okay, I got to do that. It's a lot. I got to order this. I'm always ordering stuff, I'm okay. I see that. Got to grab this, got to grab that, got to order this. So I'm doing a lot, but it's going to all come together. Like I got it halfway there. We got the store back open. We got, stuff up in there, but I need to add more stuff, which is the candles. So we going to get with it. We gonna get Pure Survival Store on and popping. Sassy says, great chat. Stay blessed, everyone. Thanks. Yes, great chat. Thank you. Yes, stay blessed, everybody. Psalms 91, the canopy of protection over everybody. Be careful, be vigilant, wherever you go, just be careful. Bougie Barbie says, good night, everyone. That was a great live lounge. Thank you, Bougie Barbie. Have a good night, too. Yeah, so just be careful if you're taking your kids, grandkids to school, going to Walmart, driving to work, going to church, going to Bible study, going to the movies, the library, college, whatever you got. Be careful, be vigilant. People are driving crazy. Things are happening at places that we never imagined. So just be careful, y'all. Be careful. Be careful. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you, all of my mods, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we going to do it again tomorrow. See y'all. And Bougie Barbie, I'm going to look at that as soon as I get off this live, and we're going to go live with that tomorrow. So see y'all. My baby Jamil's laughing. Stop it, baby. He gonna be like, you done said I'll see you tomorrow 25 times. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out. Bye-bye. Lead with love, peace, and tranquility, as I always say. That's my last word. So, y'all, have a good one. Be safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.